Do you find yourself struggling with sleepless nights, feeling foggy or forgetful? Or dealing with joint pain that won't go away? What if I told you that the culprit behind many of these problems could be something that's all too common in our daily diets? Sugar? For many of us, sugar is so ingrained in our routines that we hardly think about the effects it has on our bodies. But what happens when you remove it for just 30 days? You might be surprised at the incredible benefits. When we think about cutting sugar from our diets, it's easy to assume we're just going to miss out on some sweet treats. But the truth is, eliminating sugar from your diet can do wonders for your overall health, especially as you age. From better sleep quality to improved memory, sugar-free living can transform your body and mind in ways you never thought possible. If you've been struggling with joint pain, poor sleep, or lack of energy, this video could be the answer you've been looking for. In this video, we'll explore what happens when seniors stop eating sugar for just 30 days. You'll learn about the surprising benefits of this simple change and what you can expect if you decide to give it a try. It's not about completely denying yourself the pleasures of food. It's about taking control of your health, feeling better, and discovering the power of natural energy that's been hiding underneath all those sugar highs and crashes. So if you're over 60 and wondering whether cutting sugar is worth it, stick around. In the next few minutes, we'll dive into the changes you can expect and why this might be the most powerful choice you make for your health this year. I know you are a person who likes to watch videos quietly. If you have not liked and subscribed to the channel, now is a good time to do it because you are a kind person. If the video is helpful, press 1. If the video is not good enough or needs improvement, press 2. Thanks everyone. Now let's get started. Number 1. Improved sleep quality. Say goodbye to restless nights. Mrs. Margaret, a 68-year-old retired nurse from Minnesota, had spent years battling restless nights. Despite following a fairly healthy lifestyle, she often found herself tossing and turning in bed, unable to fall asleep or stay asleep for more than a few hours at a time. She had tried everything: herbal teas, sleeping pills, and even adjusting her bedroom environment, but nothing seemed to work. After hearing about the benefits of cutting sugar from her diet, she decided to give it a try. It wasn't easy at first. Sugar was everywhere. In her morning coffee, the occasional dessert, and even in some of her beloved breakfast foods. But after a month of eliminating sugar from her diet, Margaret was stunned by the difference. Her sleep improved significantly. Not only did she fall asleep faster, but she also stayed asleep throughout the night, waking up feeling refreshed instead of groggy. The change was profound, and it was something she hadn't expected when she first decided to cut out sugar. Sleep problems are incredibly common as we age, and many seniors, like Mrs. Margaret, often struggle with insomnia or disrupted sleep cycles. While there are many potential causes of poor sleep, from stress to medical conditions, excess sugar consumption is one factor that's often overlooked. Sugar, especially in the form of refined sugars, can wreak havoc on our sleep patterns, causing spikes and crashes in blood sugar that disrupt the body's natural rhythm. When we eat sugar, the body releases insulin to regulate blood sugar levels. However, this process can cause a temporary rise in energy, followed by a sharp decline. For many seniors, this energy crash happens at night, making it difficult to fall asleep or stay asleep. The body doesn't settle into the deep, restorative stages of sleep, and instead it's caught in a cycle of fluctuating blood sugar and energy levels that prevent rest. The effects of sugar on sleep are even more pronounced when we consume it later in the day. Even small amounts of sugar in the evening can cause your body to produce excess insulin, interfering with the natural production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. Melatonin levels naturally rise in the evening to help the body prepare for sleep. But when sugar is consumed too close to bedtime, insulin spikes can block the production of melatonin, making it much harder to drift off and stay asleep. This is particularly true for seniors, who may already have a slower metabolism or experience changes in their hormone levels as they age. By cutting sugar, you give your body a chance to return to its natural sleep rhythms, allowing melatonin to do its job without interference. Mrs. Margaret wasn't the only one who noticed these changes. After hearing her story, Many of her friends at the local senior center decided to try cutting sugar from their diets as well. What they found was truly eye-opening. Most of them experienced better sleep, with many reporting fewer middle-of-the-night awakenings and an easier time falling asleep. One friend, Jim, who had struggled with insomnia for years, said he no longer had to rely on sleep medications. "I never realized how much sugar was affecting my sleep until I gave it up," he said. "I feel like I'm finally getting the rest I need to feel good in the morning." It's important to understand that the connection between sugar and sleep quality goes beyond just the act of eating sugar before bed. A high-sugar diet can disrupt the balance of hormones and neurotransmitters that control the sleep-wake cycle. Sugar consumption triggers the release of dopamine, the feel-good hormone, which provides a temporary sense of pleasure and satisfaction. But once the effect wears off, it can leave you feeling jittery, anxious, or restless, making it difficult to unwind and relax at night. This can especially affect older adults who may already be experiencing changes in their neurotransmitter levels and hormonal balance due to age. The good news is that the benefits of cutting sugar on sleep are often felt quickly, especially when you make the change consistently. Seniors who give up sugar often notice improvements within a few days to a week. You may experience a deeper, more restful sleep, and you may find that you're waking up more energized and alert, ready to take on the day without the usual fatigue. In addition, eliminating sugar helps your body regulate its circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep at the right time and wake up feeling refreshed. But it's not just about cutting sugar, it's about replacing it with healthier alternatives. For instance, instead of reaching for sugary snacks or drinks, try replacing them with whole foods like fruits, nuts, or seeds. These foods provide natural sugars along with fiber, vitamins, and minerals that support your overall health and help stabilize your blood sugar levels. Herbal teas like chamomile or valerian root can also promote relaxation and support better sleep without the harmful effects of sugar. The change doesn't have to be drastic. Start small, perhaps by eliminating sugary beverages like soda or sweetened coffee, and then gradually reducing other sources of sugar from your diet. Remember, it's about making choices that support your health in the long run, not forcing drastic changes overnight. As you make these adjustments, you'll likely start feeling more in control of your sleep patterns and experience a significant improvement in the quality of your rest. In the next section, we'll explore another surprising benefit of cutting sugar: how it can boost mental clarity and improve memory, especially in seniors. Stay tuned to learn how a sugar-free diet can sharpen your mind and enhance cognitive function. Number 2, enhance mental clarity. Less brain fog, more focus. For many seniors, mental clarity becomes a concern as they age. Forgetfulness, trouble concentrating, and difficulty staying on task can become frustrating, especially when these issues affect everyday life. For decades, Mrs. Evelyn, a 72-year-old widow from Michigan, had prided herself on her sharp mind. She was an avid reader, enjoyed crossword puzzles, and loved discussing current events. But over the past year, she started to notice that it was harder to focus during her morning routine, and she was forgetting small things more frequently. She would put her keys down and forget where she left them, struggle to recall names of people she had met just a few days ago, and even feel foggy during her favorite TV shows. "It's not that I can't think," she said, "but I feel like I'm not as quick as I used to be." Concerned, she visited her doctor, who suggested cutting back on sugar as part of her plan to improve her cognitive health. After a month without sugar, Evelyn was amazed by the difference. Her thinking felt clearer, her concentration sharper, and she found herself remembering things she had forgotten before. "I feel like my brain has woken up," she exclaimed. "It's incredible how something so simple made such a huge change." The connection between sugar and mental clarity is not often discussed, but it's becoming clearer that sugar can have a major impact on cognitive function, especially for older adults. For years, the general public has been aware of the connection between sugar and physical health problems, such as obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. But fewer people realize that the brain, which is highly sensitive to fluctuations in blood sugar, can suffer as well. For seniors, high sugar intake can lead to brain fog, reduced focus, and difficulty recalling information, all of which can make aging feel more challenging and less enjoyable. When we eat sugar, our body experiences a spike in blood glucose levels. This spike can cause a temporary rush of energy, but it's often followed by a sharp crash. This sugar crash occurs when insulin, the hormone responsible for lowering blood sugar, is released to bring the levels back down. For the brain, this seesaw effect can lead to what many people describe as brain fog. This term refers to a sense of confusion, lack of focus, and mental sluggishness. For seniors, these episodes of brain fog can become more frequent, and they may be mistaken for normal age-related changes, when in reality, they're often triggered by poor diet and excessive sugar intake. But the impact of sugar on the brain goes even deeper. Over time, consistently high blood sugar levels can cause insulin resistance. When this happens, the body becomes less efficient at using insulin to regulate blood sugar levels, leading to higher than normal levels of glucose in the bloodstream. This condition is not only a risk factor for diabetes, but also for cognitive decline, including Alzheimer's disease. Research has shown that people with insulin resistance are more likely to experience memory problems and impaired learning. Furthermore, excess sugar in the bloodstream can damage the blood vessels in the brain, reducing the supply of oxygen and nutrients to brain cells, which can accelerate cognitive decline. When seniors cut sugar from their diets, the changes can be profound. For many people, the mental clarity they gain from reducing sugar is one of the first benefits they notice. The brain, free from the constant ups and downs of blood sugar fluctuations, is able to function more efficiently, allowing for better focus, memory, and cognitive performance. Seniors may find that they are able to complete tasks with greater ease, enjoy conversations without losing their train of thought, and experience fewer instances of mental fatigue throughout the day. Mrs. Evelyn's experience was not unique. In fact, many seniors who cut out sugar report that their cognitive abilities improved dramatically within just a few weeks. One gentleman, Mr. Harold, who had been struggling with memory issues and low energy for months, noticed that he could recall names and dates more easily after eliminating sugar from his diet. "It was like a fog lifted from my mind," he said. "I can concentrate longer, and I even started enjoying my puzzles again." The reason this happens is that cutting sugar allows the body to better regulate blood glucose levels, reducing the crashes and spikes that interfere with cognitive function. This leads to a more stable mood, fewer feelings of fatigue, and a clearer mind. Additionally, when seniors reduce sugar intake, they may find that they sleep better, which further enhances their cognitive abilities. A good night's sleep is essential for memory consolidation and mental clarity, and by cutting sugar, many seniors report that their sleep improves, contributing to greater focus during the day. But it's not just the absence of sugar that benefits the brain, it's also the addition of brain-boosting foods. When sugar is eliminated, it's often replaced by healthier alternatives such as leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and berries. These foods provide essential nutrients like antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamins that support brain health and cognitive function. Seniors who cut sugar may find themselves not only thinking more clearly, but also feeling more mentally alert and engaged with the world around them. For those who are concerned about their mental health or are experiencing early signs of cognitive decline, cutting sugar could be one of the simplest yet most powerful lifestyle changes they can make. It's an accessible first step in maintaining cognitive health alongside other strategies like staying mentally active, getting regular physical exercise, and practicing stress-reducing activities. In the next part, we'll explore another surprising benefit of cutting sugar: how it can reduce joint pain and inflammation. For many seniors, joint pain is a daily struggle, but by cutting sugar, they may find relief from the chronic inflammation that causes discomfort. Stay with us to learn how eliminating sugar can make a real difference in your joints. Number 3, joint pain relief, less inflammation, more mobility. For seniors like Mr. John, a 78-year-old retiree from Texas, joint pain had become a daily reality. His knees creaked with every step, his shoulders ached after even the shortest walks, and getting up from a chair often left him feeling stiff and sore. After years of living with this chronic pain, John had tried numerous treatments, over-the-counter pain relievers, physical therapy, and even injections. While these methods brought some temporary relief, the pain always came back. It wasn't until he decided to give up sugar for 30 days that he experienced a change he hadn't expected. At first, John was skeptical. He'd heard that sugar could contribute to inflammation, but he had no idea how much of a difference cutting it out could make. After just a few weeks without sugar, he noticed that his pain levels had decreased significantly. He could walk longer without discomfort. His knees didn't ache after sitting for a while, and the constant stiffness in his joints had eased. By the end of the 30 days, John felt like he had gotten his mobility back, something he hadn't experienced in years. Chronic joint pain is a common issue for seniors, often caused by conditions like osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, or general wear and tear on the joints over time. One of the leading contributors to joint pain and stiffness is inflammation. Inflammation occurs when the body's immune system reacts to injury, infection, or irritation. While inflammation is a natural response to protect the body, when it becomes chronic, as it often does in seniors, it can cause long-term damage and discomfort. Sugar, especially refined sugar, is one of the main culprits behind chronic inflammation. When you consume sugar, your body releases inflammatory cytokines, which can increase the production of pro-inflammatory chemicals in the body. These chemicals contribute to the inflammation that can damage cartilage, joint tissues, and even muscles over time, leading to pain, swelling, and limited mobility. For seniors, the effects of chronic inflammation are even more pronounced. As we age, our bodies naturally produce less of the compounds that help fight inflammation, making it harder for the body to recover from injuries or everyday wear and tear. In addition, many older adults have conditions like arthritis, which already involve high levels of inflammation. When sugar is added to the diet, it intensifies this inflammation, making symptoms worse. Studies have shown that cutting out sugar can significantly reduce these levels of inflammation, leading to less pain and better mobility. In John's case, eliminating sugar allowed his body to stop producing as much of these pro-inflammatory chemicals. Without the constant influx of sugar-induced inflammation, his joints had a chance to recover and repair. As he explained, "I couldn't believe how much better I felt after just a few weeks. I used to wake up stiff and in pain, but now I feel lighter, like I'm moving more freely. I can even do a little gardening again, which I thought I would never be able to do." In addition to reducing inflammation, cutting out sugar helps balance hormones that play a role in pain and inflammation. When blood sugar levels are stabilized, the body is less likely to release excess insulin, which can also contribute to inflammation. By eliminating sugar, seniors like John may experience a reduction in their body's overall stress response, which helps decrease the release of cortisol, the hormone responsible for chronic stress and inflammation. This allows the body to heal more effectively and reduces the constant wear and tear on the joints and tissues. For many seniors, the idea that sugar reduction could bring relief from joint pain might seem too simple to be effective. However, countless individuals who have eliminated sugar from their diets report a noticeable improvement in their symptoms. They often find that their joints feel less stiff, their pain subsides, and they can move with greater ease. This is especially beneficial for seniors who want to maintain their independence and stay active for as long as possible. Of course, reducing sugar alone may not completely eliminate joint pain, especially if there are underlying conditions like osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. However, it is an important step that can make a significant difference when combined with other lifestyle changes like regular exercise, maintaining a healthy weight, and taking medications as prescribed. For seniors who are already dealing with the effects of joint pain, cutting sugar is a relatively easy and impactful strategy that complements other treatments. John's journey shows how simple dietary changes can make a profound difference. He didn't need to resort to more expensive treatments or invasive procedures to manage his pain. Instead, by cutting out sugar, he gave his body the tools it needed to heal naturally. While it may take some time to see the full benefits, the reduction in pain and improvement in mobility were well worth the effort. If you're dealing with joint pain or inflammation, consider cutting out sugar for 30 days and see how your body responds. You may find that your symptoms improve, your mobility increases, and your pain becomes more manageable. It's a simple change, but one that can lead to remarkable improvements in your quality of life. In the next section, we'll explore another benefit of cutting sugar, how it can boost your energy levels and reduce feelings of fatigue, which is especially important for seniors looking to stay active and engaged in daily life. Let's dive into that next. Number 4, more energy throughout the day. Avoid the sugar crash. Mr. Samuel, a 70-year-old grandfather from Illinois, had always been an active person, but in recent years he started feeling increasingly tired. He attributed it to aging, but after a while it became clear that something more was at play. Samuel's energy levels were inconsistent. Some days he felt full of life, ready to take on his morning walks and spend time with his grandchildren. On other days, he felt sluggish and drained, even before noon. After talking with his doctor, Samuel realized that one of the main culprits behind his fluctuating energy was the amount of sugar in his diet. "I never thought that sugar could be the problem," he said, reflecting on his love for sweet snacks and sugary drinks. He was drinking a lot of soda and eating sugary cereals for breakfast, without realizing how it was affecting his energy levels. His doctor suggested that he cut sugar from his diet for a month to see if it made a difference. Samuel decided to give it a try. After 30 days, he noticed a profound change. His energy levels were no longer up and down. Instead, he felt more consistent, with steady energy that lasted throughout the day. He no longer crashed in the afternoon, and his early morning sluggishness was gone. Samuel was able to enjoy his daily walks again, and he felt more engaged with his family, something he had missed for a long time. It was a simple change, but one that made all the difference. When we consume sugar, our bodies get a quick burst of energy. It's almost instantaneous. But that burst doesn't last. In fact, it's often followed by a rapid crash. For seniors, these energy crashes can be especially hard to manage, as they can make it difficult to complete daily activities or enjoy time with loved ones. The sugar crash happens because when we eat sugar, it causes our blood sugar levels to spike. The body then releases insulin, which helps bring the blood sugar levels back down. However, this process can sometimes lower blood sugar levels too much, leaving us feeling tired, irritable, and weak. This is commonly known as the sugar crash, and it's something that many people, especially seniors, experience after eating sugary foods or drinking sweetened beverages. The issue is that as we age, our insulin sensitivity decreases. This means that our bodies don't handle blood sugar fluctuations as efficiently as they did when we were younger. For seniors, the stress of constant blood sugar spikes and crashes can lead to chronic fatigue, poor concentration, and even mood swings. This cycle of energy highs and lows can make it difficult to maintain a consistent routine or to feel motivated to do the things we enjoy. By cutting out sugar for 30 days, seniors can help their bodies regulate blood sugar levels more effectively. When blood sugar levels are stable, the body doesn't experience the sharp spikes and crashes that come from consuming sugar. Instead, energy levels remain consistent throughout the day, and seniors feel more awake and focused. This can be especially beneficial for seniors who struggle with fatigue, as steady energy makes it easier to stay active and engaged. Additionally, when sugar is removed from the diet, it often means that the body is getting its energy from more balanced, nutrient-dense sources. Rather than relying on the quick fix of sugary snacks, seniors who cut out sugar tend to eat foods that provide sustained energy. Things like whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats, and plenty of fruits and vegetables. These foods provide more stable energy as they are digested slowly and help maintain balanced blood sugar levels. This leads to consistent energy throughout the day, making it easier to stay productive, active, and engaged. Another important factor is that when seniors reduce their sugar intake, they often find that their sleep improves as well. Better sleep leads to higher energy levels during the day, creating a positive feedback loop. When we sleep well, our bodies and minds are able to recover and recharge, so we wake up feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. This makes it much easier to stay active, complete tasks, and engage in social activities. For seniors who have struggled with sleep issues, cutting sugar can be an important step in improving overall energy levels and quality of life. Mr. Samuel was thrilled with his results. The improvement in his energy levels was one of the most noticeable benefits he experienced after eliminating sugar. "It's like I've got my old energy back," he said. "I can spend the whole day with my grandkids without feeling like I need a nap. I've started walking again every morning, and it feels great to have energy without those crashes." The change was simple, cutting out sugar, but it had a powerful impact on his ability to enjoy his days without the constant battle against fatigue. If you're struggling with fatigue, sluggishness, or energy crashes, consider eliminating sugar from your diet for just 30 days. It may seem like a big change at first, but many seniors find that they feel more consistent energy throughout the day, and it's easier to stay active and engage. Not only will you experience less fatigue, but you'll also have a better chance at maintaining a steady, healthy weight and improving your overall well-being. In the next section, we'll explore how cutting sugar can improve skin health by reducing wrinkles, acne, and dryness. It's another surprising benefit of cutting sugar that many seniors notice. Healthier, more youthful skin with just a simple change in diet. Stay tuned to discover how sugar elimination can help you look and feel your best. Number 5. Healthier skin. Say goodbye to breakouts and wrinkles. For years, Mrs. Gloria, a 74-year-old woman from Florida, had struggled with dry, sagging skin and occasional breakouts, which seemed especially frustrating as she aged. She always took good care of her skin, using moisturizers and sunscreen daily. But no matter how diligent she was, her skin still looked dull, uneven, and wrinkled. She started using more expensive creams, hoping that would reverse the signs of aging, but the results were minimal at best. One day, while chatting with a friend, Gloria learned something surprising. Her love for sweet snacks might be the culprit. Her friend explained how sugar can damage the skin over time, causing premature aging and even breakouts. Curious, Gloria decided to take a leap of faith and cut sugar from her diet for 30 days. To her amazement, after just a few weeks, she began to notice a visible improvement. Her skin felt smoother, looked more hydrated, and for the first time in years, her wrinkles didn't seem as pronounced. She was also delighted to find that the occasional breakouts she had suffered from were significantly reduced. By the end of the 30 days, Gloria was thrilled with the transformation in her skin. She hadn't expected that cutting sugar could make such a difference, but now she felt like she was glowing from the inside out. Sugar and the skin have a complex relationship, one that many seniors may not fully understand. While sugar can provide a quick energy boost, it can also have a devastating effect on the skin. When sugar is consumed, it enters the bloodstream and causes an increase in blood sugar levels. This triggers a process called glycation, where excess sugar molecules attach to proteins in the body, particularly collagen and elastin, the fibers responsible for keeping the skin firm, youthful, and flexible. As a result, when sugar binds to these proteins, it creates advanced glycation end products, AGEs, which damage the structure and function of collagen and elastin. The presence of these harmful compounds accelerates skin aging, leading to wrinkles, loss of skin elasticity, and a dull complexion. This process can be even more pronounced as we age, as our bodies naturally produce less collagen and elastin over time. When sugar is added into the mix, it only accelerates the breakdown of these important proteins. The more sugar a person consumes, the more AGEs are produced, and the more damage occurs to the skin. For seniors, this means increased signs of aging, such as deeper wrinkles, sagging skin, and a lack of radiance. In addition, the increase in blood sugar can also lead to inflammation, which further exacerbates the appearance of aging skin and can cause conditions like rosacea, eczema, and acne. In fact, some studies have shown that a high sugar diet can lead to an increase in acne and blemishes, even in older adults who have never struggled with these issues in the past. This occurs because sugar causes the body to produce more insulin, which in turn increases sebum production, the oil in our skin, leading to clogged pores and breakouts. However, the good news is that cutting sugar from the diet can have a transformative effect on the skin. By reducing sugar intake, you give your body a chance to slow down the process of glycation and allow the collagen and elastin in your skin to remain strong and resilient. After just a few weeks of cutting out sugar, many seniors begin to notice improvements in skin texture, hydration, and a reduction in the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines. The skin looks brighter, feels firmer, and appears smoother. For those who struggle with dry or dull skin, cutting sugar can also improve skin hydration, as the body's natural ability to maintain moisture is no longer compromised by the harmful effects of sugar. In addition to improving the appearance of wrinkles and texture, cutting sugar can also help reduce skin inflammation. This can have a significant impact on conditions like rosacea or eczema, which are common among seniors. By lowering inflammation, the skin can heal and recover more quickly, leading to a clearer, more even complexion. Even for seniors with age spots or sun damage, reducing sugar intake can help promote healthier skin that is better equipped to repair itself over time. The benefits of cutting sugar on the skin go beyond just the visible effects. As seniors cut sugar from their diets, many also notice improvements in overall skin health. Skin becomes more resilient to environmental stressors, such as pollution and UV exposure. Additionally, seniors who cut sugar may find that their skin is better able to maintain a natural, healthy glow, the kind of glow that comes from proper nutrition, hydration, and reduced internal inflammation. Mrs. Gloria's story is a perfect example of how small dietary changes can lead to noticeable improvements in skin appearance and overall health. By eliminating sugar, she not only improved her skin's appearance, but also gained confidence. She could now look in the mirror and feel proud of her glowing, healthier complexion. "I never thought cutting sugar could make such a difference in my skin," she said with a smile. "I feel like I have my youthful glow back, and I've never felt more confident about my appearance." For seniors who are concerned about skin aging or have been struggling with blemishes, cutting sugar can be one of the simplest yet most impactful changes to make. It doesn't require expensive creams or invasive treatments, just a simple adjustment in diet. By focusing on whole foods that nourish the body, like fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats, seniors can support their skin's natural repair process and see noticeable improvements in just a few weeks. If you're looking to improve the appearance and health of your skin, consider eliminating sugar for 30 days and see how your skin responds. You might be amazed at how quickly your complexion transforms and how much more radiant and youthful you look. It's a small change, but it could lead to big results. In the next section, we'll explore how cutting sugar can also help you with maintaining a healthy weight and managing blood sugar levels, which are important factors in overall health, especially as we age. Stay tuned to find out how reducing sugar can help you achieve and maintain a healthier weight without having to obsess over calories. Number 6. Weight loss. Drop unwanted pounds without counting calories. For many seniors, maintaining a healthy weight becomes more challenging with age. Metabolism naturally slows down, muscle mass decreases, and other age-related changes make it harder to burn calories efficiently. Mrs. Betty, a 70-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, had always been mindful of her diet. She watched her portion sizes, counted calories, and exercised regularly, but despite her best efforts, the pounds seemed to creep up over time. She couldn't understand why she wasn't losing weight, especially when she felt like she was doing everything right. Her doctor suggested she might want to try eliminating sugar from her diet for a month to see if it made a difference. Betty was skeptical at first, but after just a few weeks without sugar, she noticed a surprising shift. She was losing weight without the stress of calorie counting, and she felt more energetic and satisfied after meals. Betty realized that by cutting sugar, she was addressing a major factor in her weight gain that she hadn't even considered: the impact of sugar on her metabolism and insulin levels. When you eat sugar, your body experiences an instant energy spike as glucose is released into the bloodstream. However, when insulin is released to manage that glucose, it can sometimes lead to fat storage. This is particularly true for seniors whose insulin sensitivity may be lower than it used to be. In fact, insulin resistance, a condition where the body's cells become less responsive to insulin, is one of the leading contributors to weight gain in older adults. When insulin resistance occurs, the body is less able to efficiently use glucose for energy, causing it to store the excess as fat, particularly around the abdominal area. This can make it incredibly difficult to lose weight, even if you're sticking to a healthy diet and exercising regularly. But when seniors cut sugar from their diets, they give their bodies a chance to normalize insulin production and improve insulin sensitivity. As a result, the body becomes better at using glucose for energy rather than storing it as fat. This leads to more consistent energy and a reduction in fat storage, which can result in natural weight loss. The best part? Seniors like Betty can lose weight without having to obsess over calories or cut out entire food groups. It's not about eating less, it's about eating smarter. When sugar is removed from the diet, the body no longer experiences those drastic blood sugar spikes and crashes, which means it's better able to regulate hunger and cravings. Betty also found that without sugar, her appetite became more manageable. She no longer felt the constant urge to snack on sugary foods throughout the day. This is because sugar causes rapid fluctuations in blood sugar levels, which can lead to hunger pangs and cravings, especially for more sugar. When you cut out sugar, your body stabilizes its blood sugar levels, making it easier to stick to regular meal times and control portions. This natural regulation of hunger can make weight loss feel less like a constant battle and more like a healthy, sustainable change. In addition, cutting sugar can also help seniors maintain lean muscle mass. Since sugar is often found in many processed and refined foods, eliminating it can lead to a more nutrient-dense diet. Instead of relying on sugar-laden snacks or meals, seniors are more likely to eat whole foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats, all of which support muscle health and metabolic function. By eating a more balanced, whole foods-based diet, seniors can not only lose fat, but also preserve muscle mass, which is important for maintaining strength, balance, and mobility as we age. Mrs. Betty wasn't alone in her experience. Many seniors who reduce their sugar intake report that they lose weight naturally and without the stress of dieting. One gentleman, Mr. Carl, who had been struggling with weight gain for years, said that he was able to drop several pounds simply by cutting sugar from his diet. "I've tried so many diets over the years and nothing seemed to work," he explained. "But when I cut out sugar, I started seeing results right away. It wasn't about counting calories or restricting what I ate. It was about eliminating the foods that were sabotaging my weight." By cutting sugar, seniors can create a calorie deficit without having to focus on food restrictions. This happens because sugar not only contributes to fat storage, but also promotes overeating due to its effect on hunger hormones. When sugar is cut out, the body's natural hunger signals are better regulated, leading to a more balanced intake of food. It's important to note that cutting sugar doesn't mean you have to give up all your favorite foods or feel deprived. Instead, it's about replacing processed sugars with healthier alternatives, like fruits, which provide natural sugars along with fiber, vitamins, and minerals. When you eliminate sugar, you don't have to worry about feeling constantly hungry or deprived. Your body will start to crave healthier options that will naturally help you lose weight in a sustainable way. In addition to the physical benefits of weight loss, cutting sugar can also have a positive impact on mood and self-esteem. When we're able to maintain a healthy weight without the stress of dieting, we often feel more confident, energized, and motivated to continue taking care of our bodies. For seniors, this sense of empowerment can be a significant boost to overall well-being. If you've been struggling with weight gain or find that you're not able to lose weight despite dieting and exercise, it might be time to consider cutting sugar from your diet for 30 days. You don't need to focus on calorie counting or extreme food restrictions. Simply eliminating sugar can make a significant difference in your weight, energy levels, and overall health. In the next section, we'll take a look at how cutting sugar can help seniors maintain healthy blood sugar levels, which is crucial for preventing and managing conditions like prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. Stay tuned to discover how eliminating sugar can protect your long-term health and help you feel your best. Number 7, better blood sugar control. Manage prediabetes or diabetes. For seniors like Mr. Tom, a 74-year-old man from Arizona, Managing his blood sugar had been a constant struggle. After years of living with prediabetes, Tom found it difficult to keep his blood sugar levels under control, despite following his doctor's advice to eat better and exercise more. His condition had progressed to the point where he was on medication to help regulate his blood sugar, but Tom wasn't feeling great. He often felt tired, sluggish, and had difficulty concentrating. His doctor explained that his insulin resistance was the primary cause of his problems, and that insulin resistance can be reversed or managed with a few changes in his lifestyle, particularly cutting sugar from his diet. Tom was skeptical at first. He enjoyed his sweet snacks and wasn't sure that giving up sugar would make a difference. But after hearing about the benefits of cutting sugar, he decided to give it a try for 30 days. The results were beyond his expectations. Within just a few weeks of eliminating sugar from his diet, Tom noticed significant changes. His blood sugar levels were more stable, and he felt more energetic. The constant hunger he had felt, likely caused by blood sugar spikes and crashes, had disappeared. By the end of the 30 days, Tom's doctor was impressed by how much his blood sugar had improved, and Tom was thrilled to feel better and more in control of his health. Blood sugar control is a critical issue for many seniors, especially those who have been diagnosed with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. When blood sugar levels are too high, the body struggles to manage the sugar in the bloodstream. This is where insulin resistance comes into play. Insulin is the hormone that helps regulate blood sugar by allowing sugar to enter cells where it can be used for energy. But in those with insulin resistance, the body's cells become less responsive to insulin and more sugar stays in the bloodstream, which can lead to chronic high blood sugar levels. Over time, high blood sugar can damage blood vessels, organs, and nerves, leading to complications like heart disease, kidney problems, vision issues, and poor circulation. For seniors, managing blood sugar is not just about avoiding sugar. It's about stabilizing blood sugar levels and making sure the body uses insulin effectively. This is where cutting sugar can make a huge difference. When seniors eliminate sugar from their diet, they take away one of the main culprits behind insulin resistance. Sugar, especially refined sugar, causes rapid spikes in blood sugar, which forces the body to release large amounts of insulin. Over time, this constant strain on the body's insulin production can lead to resistance, making it even harder for the body to keep blood sugar levels under control. By cutting sugar, seniors like Tom can help regulate their blood sugar levels, reduce insulin resistance, and improve insulin sensitivity. This means that the body can process sugar more effectively, using it for energy rather than storing it as fat. Stabilizing blood sugar levels helps seniors avoid the dangerous spikes and crashes that can leave them feeling fatigued, irritable, and hungry. In fact, many seniors who cut sugar report feeling more balanced throughout the day, with fewer cravings and a greater ability to manage their blood sugar. But the benefits of cutting sugar go beyond just regulating blood sugar. By eliminating sugar, seniors also reduce inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation is closely linked to insulin resistance, and by cutting sugar, seniors can help reduce the inflammation that contributes to poor blood sugar control. This can lead to a decrease in diabetic complications, such as nerve pain, poor circulation, and kidney damage. Another key benefit of cutting sugar is weight management. When blood sugar is stabilized, the body is less likely to store excess fat, particularly around the abdominal area. This is important because visceral fat, the fat around the organs, is particularly harmful for people with diabetes or prediabetes. By reducing sugar and stabilizing blood sugar levels, seniors are more likely to experience natural weight loss, which further helps with blood sugar control. For Tom, losing weight was an added bonus. When his blood sugar was under control, he found that he wasn't as hungry all the time. He no longer had those constant cravings for sugary snacks, and he began to make healthier choices. As he dropped a few pounds, his insulin resistance improved, and his overall health took a turn for the better. "I never thought that cutting sugar could do so much for me," Tom said. "My doctor was amazed at how much my blood sugar had improved, and I feel better than I have in years." If you're dealing with prediabetes or diabetes, cutting sugar could be one of the most effective and easiest ways to take control of your health. You don't need to rely on medications alone. By eliminating sugar, you can help stabilize your blood sugar levels, reduce insulin resistance, and reduce the risk of long-term complications. In fact, many seniors find that by cutting sugar, they can reduce or even eliminate their reliance on medication. It's a simple change that can have a huge impact on your overall health. If you're unsure where to start, begin by cutting out sugary drinks like soda, sweetened coffee, or juice. These drinks are often loaded with sugar and can cause a rapid increase in blood sugar levels. Instead, opt for water, herbal teas, or unsweetened beverages. When it comes to food, choose whole grains, lean proteins, and plenty of vegetables, all of which help regulate blood sugar and support insulin sensitivity. And remember, it's not about being perfect. Small changes can make a big difference over time. In the next section, we'll explore another benefit of cutting sugar, how it can improve your skin health, reducing wrinkles, breakouts, and dryness. It's another area where sugar can cause damage, but eliminating it can leave you feeling more youthful and radiant. Conclusion: eliminating sugar for just 30 days can lead to significant improvements in your health, from better sleep and mental clarity to reduced joint pain and more stable blood sugar levels. For seniors, cutting sugar helps manage weight, reduce inflammation, and improve overall well-being without the need for restrictive dieting or excessive calorie counting. The benefits are clear: more energy, better mobility, clearer thinking, and healthier skin. It's a simple, powerful change that can make a world of difference in how you feel and live. If you're ready to take control of your health, consider giving up sugar for 30 days. You might be amazed at the transformation. Your body will thank you. We really appreciate you spending time with us today. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a like and hit that subscribe button. It's a simple way to support our work, and it helps more people discover the tips they need to live healthier, happier lives. And if you want to stay up to date, just click the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future videos. See you again soon.